everyone, my name is Andrew, and in this video, I just want to make a little closet tour. So a few previous videos ago, I made a video of me just trying to clean up my bedroom at 12 in the midnight. And at the very end of that video, I was getting to the point where I was getting really sleepy, so I couldn't finish up my closet. And so recently, perhaps maybe 5 days ago, I got to finishing it up and cleaning it and reorganizing my entire closet. I thought it would be a little bit of a cute video to show you what I have, and maybe perhaps it would be a little bit of a way for you guys to get to know me a little bit more better. Hashtag parasocial, am I right? Back then, especially during COVID, I think that was like the peak of when I was really getting into fashion. Mainly because I was consuming a lot of content and videos about clothing, trends, and all sorts of videos that you would see because a lot of them were about styling, brands, and all those kinds of sorts. And so there was a very long period where my closet would just be super bulging from all the amount of clothes that I've got. And the sad part is only 15% of my closet was only reworn and recycled, whereas the majority of it just stayed in my closet, or I would only wear them for occasional times. Which is why I knew this closet cleanup was really important, because I had to do a lot of cleansing, and I know overconsumption is a big topic to discuss about, and I am trying to stray away from that sort of mindset. So what I did was that I would donate some of the clothes that I really do not wear anymore. Some I will try to sell online to earn some money back. You know, just trying to give clothes to people who would actually wear it instead of just rotting inside my closet. So enough rambling for now, let's get on with the video and start off with perhaps the top shelf over here. I will say handbags and purses are my recent obsession at the moment. It used to be a detail that I never paid attention before simply because I wasn't exactly comfortable with the idea of wearing it in public at first. But the more of media that I've consumed, men and women just wearing it casually, I felt actually inspired. And I was like, you know what? I shouldn't think about it too much and just go with it, you know? And so the more I thrifted and came across a bunch of pretty bags that I liked, I started wearing them. This Coach bag over here is actually perhaps maybe the first bag I've bought. I got it back then in the Philippines when I was visiting, and I just so happened to come across this one. From what I remember, I think it costed me about like 3,000 pesos, which is equivalent to perhaps $60. And the way I was constantly wearing this outside with me all the time. That's another thing when it comes to the Philippines, is that there's just a lot of wagwagan stores over there, which if you don't know, wagwagan stores are kind of basically just thrift stores, and there are just so many. Punong-puno ng mga t-shirts, pantalon, sapatos, like talagang maraming mahahanap mo doon. So if you want to thrift in the Philippines, I recommend, because it's a wet dream there. This one, on the other hand, by Aldo, is what I got from Depop. I've been getting into online shopping recently, especially when it comes to purses like these, and I will admit this is my absolutely most worn and used purse. Granted, I really don't actually have that many, but I use this a lot so much just because I like black a lot, and I do also love some silver hardwares. I'm more of a silver type of guy rather than a gold, and this type of saddle shape on my bag is my absolute favorite, along with these types of handles, because I find it a little bit more structural, and I can wear it as a shoulder bag over here, or I would have it swinging with my hands like this. I personally hate straps just because they just get so wrinkly all the time, and the moment you crease them, girl, bye.
Fucking rude. Are you kidding?
This Longchamp bag I just got only because my mother was like, hey, you should sell this, because I don't really wear it that often, or have not at all. But I was like, I kind of like it, let me keep it. And so yeah, I've never taken her out before for a fit. My black Michael Kors bag that I got from a retail store in Las Vegas. I spent too much money on this, and I will admit I do wear this a lot, especially during my high school and college days, but not anymore. She just kind of sits in the shelf right now. I have 2 more bags over there at the top, but I can't be bothered to bring them down because they're just too high. So yeah, that's my collection so far, and now let me bring you down over here to the clothing rack. I'm not gonna go in too much detail with every other piece that I have, simply because that would make the video super long and probably boring, and I'm just gonna pick out some clothes that I think are interesting and maybe something that I could talk about. I've been getting into Aeropostale recently just because of my sister, which she has been influencing me about Abercrombie and Hollister along with Aeropostale. So I was like, out of the 3, I think I like Aeropostale more, because 1, I'm broke, 2, I just kind of like their designs a little bit more better, and I also got this in Depop for $1.50. That's crazy. One thing about me about clothes is that I used to wear black and white a lot, an ungodly amount of black, gray, and white like a 2000s Tumblr person. And so I've been trying to broaden my horizons when it comes to color in my clothes. And currently what I'm into right now are more desaturated colors, like a muted pink or a muted green, brown, blue, all sorts of kinds. I do have the occasional bold red, but other than that, that's kind of my style. I have this muted green sweater, which has this little cute graphic of birds. This polo from Izod if I want to feel a little bit more preppy. This light blue hoodie with a Shiba Inu eating ramen. Another simple blue hoodie from Izod, which I, for some reason, do not really like how it looks on me. Despite being a person who enjoys a lot of silver, for some reason, sometimes I do not like blue on me. I'm sure there's some color theory explanation as to why I do not like. I mean, there is a literal study about personal color which discusses about what kind of colors works on a person or not, but I've never exactly delved deep into that topic and never made a big analysis as to why I don't like blue on me that much. But I just don't like blue, I guess. But I'm not saying that blue is an ugly color. I'm just saying that certain shades of blue just don't look flattering on me personally. Which is ironic because I have this jacket that I do actually like wearing. I think I saw this cinnamon roll jacket in Instagram and I showed this to my sister and we both thought it was cool, so I got it. Call me a LARPer, but I have never watched or exactly indulged in racing content. I just kind of like the streetwear aesthetic of these graphics and patches. I got this big Fila puffer jacket for I think probably 350 pesos, which is equivalent to maybe $6 to $7. A little side note when it comes to Filipino fashion is that I cannot wear big, thick clothing in where I lived because, as we all know, the Philippines is a tropical country, literally smack dab in the equator of the earth. So it just gets very humid and especially hot during the summer, and I cannot be wearing clothes like that. As much as I think they look cute and I like to wear a lot of big jackets like that, it's just so sad because at the end of the day, I am definitely gonna be sweating a lot. I literally made an entire vlog about how it was so hot in the Philippines. But now that I'm back in America with a different climate with autumn and winter as different seasons, I can actually wear it. So finally, I have an actual use for it. This is a pink variant of the cinnamon roll jacket, which instead it's a My Melody one. Usually my sister wears this one, but I guess it's in my closet right now. And speaking of colors that I think look unflattering to me, I for some reason like lilac. As a fellow Filipino, I think it's kind of giving Olivia Rodrigo vibes, right? What the fuck? Again, color theory, personal color stuff. For some reason, I just really like the look of this. There was even a time when I was in college where I was talking to a lady and she was like, you know what? I like that color on you. And I was like, yeah. I actually really do too. And so this has immediately become one of my favorite hoodies. I have this colored beige and black sweater by Classics, and whenever I want to feel comfortable as well as a little bit more stylish simultaneously, I go for this one. I have this bear hoodie that I got from AliExpress, I'm sorry. It comes with a little cute bear fanny pack. Yeah, I got it because I thought it was cute. And yes, I am the person that gets Sherpa jackets. This one is a pretty simple khaki colored one, but I like this one a lot more from H&M because of the two contrasting textures. Again, I like wearing a lot of big jackets. I know I keep bringing up the Philippines a lot, but I have to tell you, there were moments where I would see a bunch of people on the streets or like in public in general, and they would actually be wearing these Sherpa jackets out in the morning and like maybe even in the middle of the day. Not at night, but during the times when the sun is literally blaring up in the sky. Girl, I have no idea, but it must be nice to be fashionable. I love color block, so I have this big obsession with varsity jersey jackets. I just like their design and that sort of school preppy aesthetic. And so when I saw this in a regular store in Las Vegas, I was foaming at the mouth for it. And I have worn this so many times in high school, even though our colors aren't exactly brown. It was more so of a red, white, and black color scheme, so when people probably saw me with this, they were like, what school is he in? I don't know. I had this thing back then where I did not like wearing browns because I thought that it would just blend with my skin, and I was like, I do not want to be one of those people that look like they would be wearing skin-tight leggings and be like, is that person naked? You know, that kind of vibe? I know that's an exaggeration, but you get what I mean? But now that I'm in a new era of fashion, I've embraced that color, especially with my fascination of muted neutrals. So you can see there's a little segment in my closet of beiges and browns, so I've changed. I have this dark brown sweater that I used to wear a lot, and it also kind of has these holes at the end of the sleeves, which I don't exactly know what they're for, but if I want to do a little cutesy moment, I put my thumb through it. It's by Alf. I think that's a Swedish character. I'm not so sure. Sorry if I got it wrong. I have this big brown puffy jacket that low-key looks like a male protagonist from a horror genre game would wear, especially if he's a dad. Again, continuing as a poser, I have a red racer jacket that once again I got from a Wagwagan store in the Philippines. I'm pretty sure this isn't official, but I thought it was really cool anyways. The Shell and UPS logo. You have this terrible patchwork of the Ferrari emblem. If you've seen my thrifting video, you probably recognize this sweater over here. From Budweiser, we love promoting alcoholism. That's a joke. This outerwear jacket that has a very similar color scheme to it. Back then in my high school, especially during my senior and junior years, I had a really big hypebeast era. I think this was purchased from one of my mom's friends, and so I wore this Valencia jacket a lot when I was in college, even though it was like burning hot outside. Once again, hype beastie, I have a black Balenciaga hoodie. Another thing I've been getting into recently are big oversized cargo pants with a lot of pockets and details. I used to be that hoe that always wore skinny jeans, especially black ones, because I was like, oh, I want to like show off my legs and show how skinny I am. But now those days are over, and now I'm getting into more oversized fit, and I'm so glad that I am done with that era, you know? It's more maximalism now. Again, with the neutral colors, I have a green one over here and I have a brown one, and I also recently got this black one, which I am definitely going to be wearing a lot more in the future, and I think my next one is going to be a dark gray wash. And so yeah, that's it for my clothing rack. And now at the bottom over here, you can see there are a bunch of boxes containing a lot of shoes, so let's do that one next. Just like the clothing rack, I'm just gonna do a speed run of them because I do not want this video to be any longer. First off, I have these black Nike high top sneakers. and I really like them a lot, to the point where I brought them to work and they got really dirty. I got these ones from my aunt in the Philippines. Originally, this was pasalubong for my cousins, but I think none of them could really fit in these, so they were like, hey, Andrew, you can wear these. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll have these New Balance sneakers. I have these white chunky Fila sneakers that I wear a lot. I will say out of all of the shoes right now that I have, these are my most worn. As you can see, it's really dirty and disgusting as fuck. I have these Triple S Balenciaga sneakers that I used to wear a lot, again, during my hypebeast era, which was actually gifted to me in the Philippines by the same person who sold that Balenciaga jacket. So, thank you. I have these brown high top sneakers by USPA, which I don't really wear because of one reason, and that one reason are these buckles over here, which makes it so inconvenient to wear because I have to do this, and it doesn't really even press that easily. As cute as they look, they're just really inconvenient. I have these black platform high top Converse, which I also used to wear a lot, but nowadays not really for some reason. I should get back into them. I really like them. I'm too broke to buy red Jordans, so I got these Puma ones instead. Whenever I want to wear some bold red, these are usually what I go for. And last but not least, I have these beige chunky Fila sneakers. Just like the white Filas, I wanted a beige variant simply because if I wanted to have an outfit that isn't stark white and I wanted a more off-white. I know, I'm sorry. And so yeah, that's it for the rest of my entire closet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please support me by, you know what to do. Like I said, I want to do more fashion-based content, so if you guys want that, let me know. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!